Hey everyone, it is nostalgia time once again, and welcome to the fourth and final part of our Windows Whistler install race mini series. So, in this episode, we have the only four pre RTM builds plus the final release to manufacturing build of Windows XP. Build 25631, which was compiled on July 30th of 2001. 2532 compiled the day after. 2535 compiled on August 3rd, 2001. Build 2542, which was compiled on August 11th. And finally, the official release to manufacturing build of Windows XP, Build 2600, which was compiled on August 17th of 2001. Now, the RTM build is most likely going to take a little bit while longer to process because I'm actually using an actual disk of Windows XP, considering. Now, the build specifically for the final release that I'm doing isn't really RTM, but rather I'm installing the last service pack that Microsoft released for XP back in 2009, Service Pack 3. Because over the course of XP's 13 years of support, Microsoft had released 3 service packs for it. Service Pack 1, a year after in 2002 or 3, about a year or two after its launch. Service Pack 2 was released between 2004 and 2005, and then Service Pack 3 came in 2008 or 2009 for XP, following the release of Service Pack 2 for Windows Vista around the same time period, which was also the time when Microsoft was creating Windows 7. In fact, many netbook manufacturers were still preloading XP because those machines were still not capable of running even the newest version of Windows, which again at that time was Windows 7 or Vista. Mostly because of driver issues, compatibility, etc. So once again, these last 4 builds still mention 180-day evaluations. And you can see the RTM build is still taking a little while because it's going one by one through every file on the disk. But otherwise, every other build is running pretty smoothly. So with that, we'll go ahead and start the time lapse of these installations. And would you look at that? We have a winner. And it's actually the release to manufacturing build. But yep, this helped protect your PC text blurb, I believe, would not be in the previous beta builds. That's, well, everything that we see here is final. And of course, we can click finish. And now that the installation is complete, we'll go ahead and eject this. And we will see that wonderful desktop. And there it is in all of its glory. The final release to manufacturing build of Windows XP wins over its beta counterparts, and it's probably most likely because I have actually, and it's actually most likely because I did it off a CD and not, off the hard disk, but still, that's impressive how fast this went. So why don't we play a few games while we wait for all those beta builds to finish? Let's play a little Minesweeper. Too bad we don't get to hear the ticking sound. Or that. But it's VMware. And of course I can show you that this is XP in all of its glory. There's a volume meter there. And of course we can play our good old sample songs. This is Service Pack 3, so of course it comes with Media Player 9 pre-installed. And of course it sounds as terrible as ever. Well, sure, let's play the tour.
Welcome to Windows XP from Microsoft, the new version of Windows that brings your experience the best.
Experience Windows XP.
Best for business. Windows XP Professional shines as a business operating system. Get more work done faster, easier, anytime, any safe and easy personal computing. To begin the tour, click any selection. With Windows XP, you get the proven dependability of robust, reliable, compatible. Windows XP Professional marks a new standard in business software, combining enterprise-class performance and reliability. Built on the rock-solid foundation of Microsoft's proven Windows 2000 technology, Windows XP Professional contains all the features of Windows XP Home Edition and includes new and enhanced. Startup time is faster, and your business programs will run better than. See more of your work at one time by stretching it across several monitors. Or view two different programs simultaneously on computers equipped with Microsoft ClearType technology. Screen contents are easier to read. Windows XP Professional is world-ready with multi-language support. Select among 24 languages. Really useful if your company spans the globe with multilingual employees. Use a laptop. Windows XP's enhanced power management features stretch battery life, and with laptops and other PCs, you get better control over how your computer uses power. On the road and around the world, read email, view files, run programs on your office computer from anywhere in the world.
From
Windows
anywhere
XP
around the world.
Professional's advanced communication features put you in command of the latest. Use Remote Desktop to view the screen of a computer running Windows XP Professional over the internet from any other computer. That means you can go to the office from your laptop, your home computer, or from a client's office on the other side of the globe.
Yeah, you can do
More
that now with
secure,
Google Chrome
easier
Remote
to manage.
Desktop.
Windows XP
Windows 10.
Professional features a secure file system with encryption for Security-related administrative settings assure your system remains safe,
I'm sure
secure.
BitLogger would come a
Windows
little
XP
later than this.
Professional is also designed for easy management. An enhanced backup utility.
Yeah, there's a
improved
much
for
simpler
easier
way you can
use,
back up. I wouldn't
makes
back
it
up my
simple.
files that way.
Windows XP makes personal computing easy and enjoyable.
This was 2001.
Faster, smarter, safer. Windows XP packs the punch you need for top performance and enjoyment. You get all the power and dependability of Microsoft's most advanced operating system. And to ensure your version of Windows XP is always the very latest, automatic
Very
updates are
latest as of
available at
April
your
2014.
command. Windows XP delivers
Or
greater
whenever the heck the last
dependability
update
and
was for
increased
the-
efficiency. Windows XP works harder, so you can work smarter. Easier to learn and use.
It would
Windows
until
XP brings a
2014.
brand new visual style to your computer. Friendly,
I miss
fresh,
this look.
and cleaner lines, richer colors, smarter organization, easier ways to get where you want to go, and the simplified start menu automatically puts your most frequently used programs in plain view. Never more than one click
Well, guess
away.
what?
The
It only
updated
does
organizes
recommended
files
files
on the
now.
fly. An automatic
It doesn't do
cleanup
that kind of
wizard
crap. You
keeps
just pin a
everything
bunch
on
of
the
stuff to your
desktop
start
neat
menu and
and
it's all right
tidy.
there.
Better help for every task. Windows XP's all-new Help and Support Center is your
All-new help and
one-stop shop for
support.
clear
The
how-to
all-new help and
instructions,
support?
engaging
It's not really
start-to-finish
all new anymore,
articles,
isn't
troubleshooting advice, free product updates, and more. Find out, should you ever need it, you can allow a support professional or a knowledgeable friend to view your screen, and special wizards give you instructions to smooth the way when connecting new devices and delete an important file, download a program you wish. Use Windows XP's improved System Restore to turn back the clock and restore your system to the way. Unlock
To the
the
way it
exciting
was.
world of digital media at home, at work, and on the internet. Photography, music, video, built-in photo sharing and organization.
We get to look
Windows
at
XP,
media from
viewing
2001.
photos and sharing them with friends, family, and colleagues couldn't be easier.
See what tech was like
Just
back in the
plug in
early
your
2000s.
digital camera and your photos appear instantly. You can even publish images directly to a website, or save them on, or send them to an online retailer for professional quality prints.
Professional quality prints, whoever
Playing
does that
music,
anymore.
video, and CD. Like listening to music and watching videos? Windows XP includes Windows Media Player, so it's a cinch to tune in internet
Barely anybody
radio,
ever uses CDs
download
anymore.
music or movies from the
look at
web,
this world we're in
and
now.
watch
We have
streaming and video.
the world of
Windows Media
smartphones
Player
and tablets.
makes it
We
easy
can just
to
throw
create
MP3
your
files
own
onto there and
customizable.
we can just play them
copy
all
your
at
personal
random all at once.
CDs onto your computer or download music from the internet. Optimized for games and DVD. The
Of this
latest
time.
DirectX technology gives you the enhanced power, performance, and reliability that makes Windows XP good. Networking and internet features let you challenge competitors across the hall or enjoy watching DVDs too. The next time you and your laptop share an airplane trip, why not take along one or two of your favorites to watch instead of the in-flight movie? Share files,
Instead of the
photos,
in-flight
music,
movie?
even
Well.
a printer and internet connection.
Well,
all on a
nowadays,
network that's
they
private
offer
and
not
secure.
just that, but they offer
Multiple users,
offer,
a
live
cinch
TV.
to switch. With
We use
Windows
that a lot.
XP, it's easier
When I'm on
than
a
ever to
airplane
share a
flight.
single computer amongst. Each person using the computer can create a separate password-protected account with personalized settings and private files. Multiple accounts can be live on the computer at the same time. If someone wants to check email while you're working, they simply switch over to their account. There's no need for you to close your programs and log off. The other user won't see your files while they're working, and when you switch, you'll find the screen exactly as you left it. Networks, powerful and practical. Is there
They're
more
even
than
more
one
powerful
computer in your
practical
home or
now in
office?
the modern age.
Connecting them into a network boosts the abilities of make team efforts out of big projects like creating reports and free up space on smaller computers. Centralize large
smaller
files
computers,
like photos and
computers
music
that only
on
have
one
like 5
computer where they
gigabytes of
can be
storage.
shared by everyone. Play multiplayer
out of, like,
computer
15.
games on a whole new level with each player on a Save money by sharing hardware. Network computers can share the same printer, scanner, fax, even the same internet connection. Family members can surf the web at the same time from different computers, all on the same phone line or other service.
On the same phone line or other service?
Let the wizard do the work. You don't need to be an expert.
Think about all those
A
powerful
wizard
gateways
steps
now.
you through the entire process of setting up a network for your home. Simply
Alright,
answer a
we
few
go.
questions about the computers you
Comes the
wish to
time now to
link,
put
and the
the
wizard does.
Code in for these.
Once your network is
for
up
these
and
builds
running,
here.
Windows XP stays on the job, tracking changes and making adjustments automatically, so you'll always get the best performance with the least effort.
The best performance with the least possible effort.
Data protection inside and out. Windows XP contains powerful new features designed to keep your computer network running. Sophisticated protection software guards each computer's operating system. It also establishes a protective barrier, or firewall, that shields the entire network from outside hackers and viruses spread over the internet. Friendly new screens, simplified menus, and a whole lot more. Discover Windows XP's fresh, streamlined design. Get acquainted with the Windows desktop. Using Windows XP is simple. First, you'll see the large colored area on the screen called the desktop, and the narrow band. Everything you can do on your computer appears inside frames that are called windows. You can open as many windows at one time as you like and resize them, move them around, or restack them in any order. Icons. The small pictures you see on the desktop are called icons. Think of them as doorways to the files and programs. Place your mouse over an icon. Text appears identifying its name or
I guess
contents.
this refers to retail key
To
now.
open the file or program, double-click the icon.
Double-click the icon.
Shortcut icons, identified by the small arrow on the lower left, let you access programs, files, folders, disk drives, web pages, printers, even other computers. And because desktop shortcuts simply supply links to those files or devices, you can add. The first time you start Windows XP, you'll see only one icon, the recycle bin, where you can send files you wish to delete from your computer. Taskbar. Every time you open a window, a button representing it appears on the taskbar, and it disappears when the taskbar also contains the Start button and Notification area, where you'll see the clock. Other buttons can appear temporarily. For instance, the Printer button appears when you send a file to the printer and disappears when printing is complete. You'll also be reminded here when new Windows updates are available. Windows XP keeps the taskbar tidy by consolidating buttons when too many accumulate. For example, buttons representing individual emails are automatically grouped under a single email button. Clicking the button lets you select an email from a convenient menu. Start menu. The Start menu appeared automatically the first time you ran Windows XP. You can return to the Start menu anytime by clicking the Start menu contains everything you need to begin using Windows. You can start programs, open files, customize your system, get help. Some commands on the Start menu have a right-facing arrow. That means additional choices are available on a secondary menu. Place your pointer over
From
the
a
left side of the
secondary
Start
menu of like
updates with links to the
50,000 different
programs you
things.
use most frequently. At the top left are fixed items, shortcuts to things
And I also
like your
can't forget to
internet
mention this
browser
too,
and
but I got
email
a big
program.
finale.
Now that we've reached the end of the cycle,
Files and folders. Your computer is like a desk with file drawers. Each piece of work or file can be... Windows XP makes it easy to store files where they make the most sense. Place text, image, and music files in the folders titled My Documents, My Pictures, and My Music. They also offer convenient links to the tasks you'll perform most often. Windows. Windows display the contents of files and programs. Working with Windows is easy. The name of the window appears at the top in its title. Minimize a window to shrink it to a button on the taskbar. Maximize a window to fill the screen. Or, inside a window, browse the menus to see the different commands and tools you can use. When you find the command, if a program needs some information from you before it can complete a command, a dialog box appears. To enter information, you might click and type, select a choice in a list, choose just one option. If the contents of your file don't fit in the window in one glance, simply scroll the window to move the contents up, down, or sideways, or drag the contents into view. Control panel. Customizing your computer settings is simple with the Windows XP control panel. Just open it. Here's where you can change the way Windows XP looks and acts, add and remove programs or hardware devices, set up network connections, user accounts, and more. Ending your session. When you want to interrupt your Windows session and let someone else use the computer, go to the Start menu. That's where you can log off and switch users. And Windows, when everyone's finished, you can turn off the computer. The next time you log on, the welcome screen will be the first you'll see. Just click your name, type your password if you have one, and you'll be back at the Windows desktop.
so yeah, that's essentially the whole tour. If anybody cares. All right. The rest. All right. The rest. Okay, the rest of them are done. This guy's still taking an eternity to load the out-of-box experience. Oh, there it is. You can see that's the final text here. And I know RTM is still sitting there, being very patient, knowing that the time is almost here. Will this computer connect to the internet? Yes, skip that part. Skip this part. Ready to activate Windows? Just remind me every few days. I don't really care. I said remind me every few days. Who will use this computer? Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you who will use this computer. Oh gosh, here come the rest. Alright, we'll go ahead and click finish with these two. And now we get to do 2 more. Isn't this amazing? I'll be right here if you need me, which I don't. But thanks for the advice anyway. Oh, is that already it? Because I think I must have clicked finish twice. But now that we have reached the end of the road with the final release to manufacturing build of XP, I thought it'd be kind of fitting that we just bring back all the other machines we have done. I thought it'd be kind of fitting that we bring back all the other computers that we had done for one final finale. Yeah, I had this running on the screensaver. I'll actually just go ahead and pin this to the start menu so that way I'll be reminded to start that game. And we'll go ahead and we'll do some rearranging while these are preparing. So these are the builds that I've already installed. There we go. We can see the rest of them getting ready now. So what we're doing is we're actually bringing back some of the previous builds that we had done previously. In fact, all of them. If you can hear all the startup sounds as we get ready to put on one heck of a show. So all these builds of Windows are returning for one final, for one last bow, I guess I could say. So I got 2494. I have 2 for 20. well, essentially these are the copies of Windows that were not, that were still intact after the last episode. And this guy does not have a background for some reason, but we can see everything else is ready to go. You can see these builds are all set here. Make sure that everything is all set before we start this. We're gonna do a little miniature extravaganza here of pinballs, but again, we're gonna wait till every build is ready to go before we even proceed. So yeah, this will sort of be like one final hurrah, and to celebrate the completion of going through the development of Windows XP, which would of course be the longest supported operating system ever by Microsoft for 13 years, which is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, full support. I mean, I'm absolutely surprised that it got this long of support until 2014, because they were originally going to end support in 2011, but then I think Microsoft saw that there were still millions of PCs on XP, even when it came to 2011. But then eventually, by the time 7 became the most popular, there were still a whole bunch of computers that couldn't even run Windows 7. But then again, it's just absolutely insane considering how long Microsoft kept this classic Fisher Price looking OS, as some people call it, alive. But now that we got everybody here, let's get this party started. Oh, this is going to be absolutely nuts. Here we go. Pinball. I already pinned it to the start menu. Alright. Well, I'm gonna absolutely enjoy this fiasco tonight. Well, I'm gonna absolutely enjoy this fiasco. So, with that, this is where our journey ends. We've made it to the final release to manufacturing build of Windows XP. So, in the next episode, we begin our long and we begin our in the next episode, we begin our long and prosperous journey through one of the most well-known development cycles. So, in the next episode, we begin what will be the longest journey through development cycle of a version of Windows that would be a complete failure by commercial means, known as Vista. That we're going to be a So, in the next episode, we begin our
journey through one of the longest development cycles of any version of Windows, from this point with XP going to the next major release with Vista, through what is known as Longhorn. So until next time, and before I start laughing at all of this chaos, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.